Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. This week's Parsha is that of Ki Savo. Ki Savo always falls in the month of Elul, and many times Ki Savo is the Parsha that precedes the beginning of Slichas. Obviously, Ki Savo has a very significant message for this month of Elul. Parsha begins with the mitzvah of bringing the Bikurim to the temple, presenting it to the Kohen, and then the Jew who brings it, he makes a declaration unto the Kohen in which it says, you shall respond and you shall say before the Lord your God, Arami Ovid Avi, the Arami, the deceiver, he tried to destroy my father. And Vayered Mitzrayim, we went down to Egypt, and just a few of us went to live there, and we became a great, mighty, numerous nation. The Egyptians, they brought cruelty upon hardship upon us. And we cried out unto Hashem, who heard our voice. He saw our affliction. He saw our suffering. He saw our oppression. He took us from Egypt with a strong hand, an outstretched arm, with great, awesome display, with signs and wonders. He brought us here. And now I have brought the first of my fruits, the Bikurim, and I have placed it before Hashem. I am prostrating myself before Hashem, and you shall rejoice with all the good that Hashem gives you. This is the mitzvah of bringing the Bikurim to the Kohen. The Kohen takes them, and Hashem says that the Kohen shall consume them. There are a few issues. First of all, when it introduces this mitzvah, it says, V'hoye ki savi ala oretz, and when you come to the land, it doesn't say your land, it says the land that Hashem is giving you. And then in the next verse it states, and you take from the first of the fruits from the earth that you bring from your land that Hashem your Lord is giving you. It doesn't say the land, it says your land. Second of all, another interesting point, is that it says v'yoniso v'yomarta. The word v'yoniso usually means to respond. As a matter of fact, the Ibn Ezra says that perhaps the Kohen asks the Israelites something to which he is responding. But the Torah doesn't say what that is. Rashi states that although ordinarily v'yoniso means you respond, here it means you will say in a loud voice. What's the loud voice all about? I guess we're proclaiming enthusiastically our gratitude to Hashem. Our forefather was about to be destroyed. We suffered in Egypt. You brought us to this land and blessed us with all this plenty. But still the word v'yonisa is quite difficult. Also, we mentioned that Arami Ovid Avi, the deceiver, wanted to destroy my father. Who is this deceiver? Rashi says it refers to Lavan. Lavan, the great fabricator who would deceive everyone. And he attempted to deceive Yaakov to the extent that he would destroy him and all of Klal Yisrael. The deceiver Lavan attempted to destroy our father, referring to our ancestor Yaakov. But why does the Torah have to emphasize the fact that Lavan was the great deceiver? Let it say, Lavan, Oved Avi Yaakov. Let it be specific. Lavan wanted to destroy my ancestor Yaakov. Why is the Torah speaking so esoterically? And finally, we'd like to ask that Bikurim is a beautiful mitzvah. We take the first of our fruits. We've worked so hard, and now we see that we're finally being blessed with all of the effort that we put in. And here are the first of our fruits, and before we take it and enjoy it ourselves, we bring it as an offering to Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. Thank you for your blessings. And thank you for saving me from Lavan. Thank you for redeeming me and taking me from the oppression of Egypt. But why do we stop there? Why don't we say, thank you, Hashem, for caring for me, sustaining me, for 40 years in a desert. a desolate, empty desert where nothing grows. You sheltered us with your clouds of glory. You quenched our thirst from the well of Miriam that flowed from a rock that moved and followed with us. You provided us food that fell from the heavens, the man. Certainly that's worthy of our expressing our gratitude, and yet this is omitted. We know that the Torah can be understood on many levels. Obviously, the explanation, the pshat, refers to the mitzvah bikurim, which it absolutely does. But the Orach Chaim HaKadosh tells us that there's something else that this parsha is also alluding to. And that is not just the journey of the Jew from his home to Yerushalayim and the temple, but the journey of the human soul unto God. When we come to the land that God has given us, what land is that? It refers to the land of the lower Garden of Eden, the lower Gan Eden, a place for the souls have that have finished their experience in this world, been removed from their human form. They come to that land, the land that Hashem has provided. And what do we bring with us? We bring from the finest of the fruit of our labor that we brought from our land. Why is it called our land? Because it's referring to our produce, what we did, what we achieved. What is it that we bring? We're not bringing figs and dates and pomegranates into heaven. That's not what we're bringing into a spiritual existence. We're not bringing our cars and our swimming pools and our homes. We're bringing the true fruit of our labor in this world, our Torah, our mitzvahs, our good deeds, our tzedakah, our charity. That's what we are bringing. And we go to that place that the Lord your God has chosen, in which his divine presence can be sensed. We come before the Kohen. Who is the Kohen? It's the angel Michael. And he is the one who is there to receive the souls. And we come before him, and our Torah and our mitzvahs are placed in a basket. And he takes it and he places it before the altar of Hashem. And we recognize our souls are filled with humiliation, shame. This is what we bring. We've had 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 years in which our souls existed in human form. And this is the totality of what we bring before God. This is it. This is our Torah study. These are our mitzvahs. This is our tzedakah. These are our good deeds. And what about all the hours and moments of our lives that we wasted in foolish pursuit of our folly? What about that? This is what we bring. We stand humiliated and we respond. V'onisa, we respond to the humiliation that we're experiencing, and we offer an explanation. And we say, the great deceiver tried to destroy my father. Why is it that my Torah and mitzvahs are so limited when God blessed me with the gift of life? It's because the great deceiver, the evil inclination, the Satan, he tried to destroy my father. My father meaning my creator, my father in heaven. He placed before me every obstacle, every distraction, until finally he was able to penetrate within me. Vayered Mitzrayim. Why is Egypt called Mitzrayim? Mitzrayim means the borders, closed borders. Well, this evil inclination and Satan penetrated those borders. He did so b'msei ma'at. He did so perhaps with just a few transgressions that he caused me to slip up. But then, while he was there within me, he became great and powerful and numerous, because I emboldened him, because I empowered him because I was too weak. He brought cruelty to me. What is this cruelty? The word Reah could also come from the word Reah's friendship. He presented himself to me in which he would say, ooh, this mitzvah is magnificent. It requires your full and total concentration. Go to sleep, take a nap. And when you feel better, you'll feel more alert, then you'll do it. We take a nap, and the next thing we know, we've slept for an hour or two, and we've lost the opportunity. He knows how to push my buttons. He knows exactly how to distract me. He knows how to persuade me. He knows how to draw me. And Vayanuni afflicted me, which means I don't have the energy, I don't have the skill, I don't have the means or the weapons by which I can combat this evil inclination. And he's placed upon me difficult labor. He is relentless in his pursuit of destroying me and destroying the knowledge of God. He distracts me to such an extent that I don't even think of God during my daily life. But I called out unto Hashem, and he heard my voice. He saw my affliction. He saw my oppression. He saw my difficulty. And God provided me with the means of overcoming my evil inclination. And he gave me the tools. He gave me the Yad Chazaka, the strong hand, that which God gave me, his Torah. He delivered it from his hand unto mine, his Torah, the antidote to the evil inclination. His outstretched arm, he gave me the mitzvah of tefillin that goes on the arm. Meira Gadol, he gave me the great awe, the tefillin that goes on the head. He gave me the signs, the tzitzis on my talis. He gave me mice and wonders, the mezuzah that I affix to my doorpost of my home, so when I go in and go out, I will constantly be aware of my Creator. Everything that I do in my life now, I have tools to fight this Yetzer Hara, but it is an extremely difficult struggle. And I have come to this place that God has chosen for my soul. And I brought the finest of my deeds. Yes, they are limited. Yes, I should have done better, but I have done this, and I admit my weaknesses. I recognize my flaws, and I present what I have before my God. And when a person can be so truthful, when our souls speak the truth, and we recognize the absolute, then we will be able to achieve the greatest goal of man's existence, of the human soul. Ishtachavisa, we shall bow, submit ourselves before the Lord our God. Meaning, the Or Chaim says, no partitions, no angels in the way will be able to approach and bask in the glory of God's divine presence. And then the Samachta B'chol HaTov, then our souls will be able to rejoice with a goodness that's found in the world to come, of which there is nothing comparable in this world. This is what this Parsha is alluding to. And now we can certainly understand why Parshas Ki Savo occurs in the month of Elul. Elul, the portal to Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Elul, imbued with the properties to enable us to be stirred and aroused, to recognize our Creator, our King, our Father in heaven, and to realize that we are engaged in this battle, a battle of the evil inclination and the Satan, and to utilize our time and first and foremost, be truthful with ourselves. And the reason why I have squandered so much of my opportunity is because I'm losing this battle. But Hashem, you have given me your mitzvahs, you've given me your Torah, you've given me the weapons. And therefore I shall make a sincere, wholehearted effort to seize these weapons, these tools and instruments, and to fulfill your will. This is the essence of the month of Elul, as we approach a day of judgment, Rosh Hashanah, standing before God, who sits on his throne as a judge. and we cry out unto him, Avinu Malkeinu, our Father, our King. We realize our truth. We realize our limitations. We realize our faults and our flaws. And Banitzach we call unto you. All the anger, all the hatred, all the insanity, this virus that has turned our lives upside down, it is not by chance. It's Hashem tapping us on the shoulder and saying, it's time to wake up. It's time to deal with the ultimate absolute truth. The truth of our existence, the truth of our mortality, the truth of our responsibility when we come before God, our Creator, when our souls present the basket of our Torah and mitzvahs. Let's utilize this great opportunity and let's express ourselves and open our hearts unto our Father, our King. My friends, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Jewish. Have a good Shabbos.